Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. And welcome back if you're coming back to see me. Okay, today I'm going to start the Sisters paper pack series of making different journals and things like that with them. Now I went ahead and put this base together, and I'm going to show you how I did it so that if you want to, you can do it too. The Sisters paper pack is in my Etsy shop, Bookshelf by Julie. Links are below, so you can get it there if you want. And someone recently asked me where my quilted pages were. Etsy only allows you so many pictures to upload for a paper pack, and a lot of my kits have 20 or more pages to them. So I can squinch them down and make them, show you little bits and pieces, but I can't show you the whole kit on Etsy. I show you on, on my channel on YouTube. So anyways, the homemade paper pack has all those quilted pages in it, and there's one collage page that I've used a lot. That's on my website and my freebies, julieworthington.com. Freebies tab at the top of the page. Go in and get whatever you want there. Okay, so now back to my sisters. This one is just the base, I haven't done any kind of decorating, embellishing. I've just put the base together. So I'm going to show you what I did. Well, I'm going to put those aside. So I've used my sisters' pages, and this opens up like so. Yeah, so you see they're outside, and then they have a little den inside, right? Okay, so over here we've got a next part of the house, right? And this is one of the background pages in the kit. And in here you've got another little sitting area with a, harp and that little hamster bunny thingy. Okay, so each one of the pages from here on is going to have that kind of a flap. So I've got these background pages here, and then the bigger ones inside, and this one here, and the bigger ones inside, and then that's the back. Okay, so, and I got my little bunny hamster thing. I think it's a little bunny with short ears, but it might not be. I may just be contemplating that for years, but it's really cute. It looks like it would be so soft to touch, Okay, I'm being silly now. Alright, so this is the base of what I'm going to do for the envelope journals. I'm going to make a couple of these. I'm going to make one that's going to be a file folder. I'm waiting on some smaller envelopes to come in. You know how you order stuff and it takes a long time to get here now. So I'm not complaining or whining, or maybe a little bit, but anyways, I'm waiting on that, and then I'll show you how I'm putting the file folder one together. Okay, and in here, let's see, this is where the signature is going to go there. So I may end up trimming some of this off so that it doesn't get in my way too much, but that's okay because these flaps are just flaps. They're not going to be open like for a pocket. Because, let me show you. Get down there, behave. I've got a big pocket here, a big pocket here, and a big pocket here. So I don't have to open up any of my flaps. They're just there to open up and be pretty and decorate on and do all sorts of stuff, right? Because I'm going to do all kinds of stuff in there. That's so pretty. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that, and we'll move on. I'm going to use the book pages from Little Women book to make a lot of the stuff, embellishments and ephemera that will go in here. I was participating in a couple of different activities last year. Was it last year? I think it was it was towards the end of last year maybe. And so I made several things and saved them for this because I knew I was planning this project, okay? So I made these little pocket envelopes. They're sewn around, and they're book pages. I made these in a collaboration project with Justine and Mandy on their Facebook page. This is a journal card that I made just because I just made it. It wasn't in a thing. Anyways, it's pretty. It's a big journal card, and I've taken the other pages out that have the colored illustrations, and I'm going to back them the same way I did this one. So there's that. And then Tanya with Tatty Treasures wanted me to participate in this make a bunch of pockets thing. Or ephemera with book pages, because she was trying to use up a bunch of book pages. And so by doing that, I've got a lot of different things started, bases for decorating, and those are just, no, those are those big pocket ones. Okay, so anyways, they're all there ready to decorate and stuff, and I will be working on those soon. They're going to go into the journals somewhere. These ones I printed on the paper, so they don't need a lot of decorating. Maybe some die cuts or some of the little fussy cuts from the kit, something like that. Anyways, this is a future video that we'll work our way through. So if you have book pages you want to decorate, I'm going to be doing that soon. Okay, so back to this. The base is simple. I use the, let me take these off for a second. I lay things out the way I want them, and then I go back and put them together. So the way I put the envelopes together is, let me get these. I have my example envelopes. Okay, you take an envelope like so, turn your flap backwards, and then you take another envelope and turn your flap backwards. I hope you're seeing this. Glue along here, and then put this back and stack them up and put them together and squash them down, and they make great envelope journals. That's the way I put the base of this together. And so I'm going to go in and put my flaps in now. Just show you a couple of them. The front is super simple. You're going to put it on there, stack it, you know, make sure it's straight. I mean, I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it would just be showing you the same thing over and over. If you don't get it the first time, rewind me, and you know, I'll tell you how to do it again. So, so I'm just going to put it on like so, and then the next one is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to show you this one and this one, and then I'll do the rest of it off, you know, off camera, because I don't want to lose subscribers. I want to grow my channel. I'm trying really hard to grow my channel. It's not easy. You have to work real hard at this and treat it like a job. But, you know, my job I love because I love doing these things. So it's all good, right? So, okay. So I'm just going to use the same method of going around where you would, you know, moisten this area to seal up an envelope. Yeah. So, whether you moisten it with a sponge or, you know, otherwise. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to make sure I get this straight. Now, like I said, I'm not opening up any of these, so I will close that envelope. I'm going to get this straight in there. Straight. I hope you're seeing this. I'm trying to stay in camera and, you know, see what I'm doing at the same time. And then I'm going to fold that over, press it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be on there really good, because you don't want, you know, you don't want anything peeping over at you, right? Now this is going to be matted, because this is the front. It'll be matted, and you won't be able to tell where I put the thing on, right? Okay. So this next one is a little bit more tricky in that you're going to go in here with your flap. See, in like so, and you have to make sure your envelope's open to the max on there. Yeah, I'm going to fold this around this way for a minute so it's out of my way. Okay, so yeah, when you're doing these, make sure you get everything you can out of your way, okay? That's a thing, because these get a little hinky when you're trying to put them inside the thing. But it's all doable, all doable. And you're just tucking it on one side. That leaves your pocket open to put things in. And I've shown how to put these, I've shown how to put these, just didn't sound right, envelope journals together before. And you just barely take a teeny weeny little strip off the ones that you're opening up, that I'm going to stick this down in. You just barely take a teeny weeny little smidgen off the edge of that. So I'm going to stick this down in there and get it come along. It can be, like I said, a little bit tricky. You don't want to go too far because you got to have your fold in there. You know, you've got to have it. You've got to have it where you need it. Sorry, I'm sticking my arm up in the camera. Okay. Now, not every envelope is perfect. Believe me, most of them are very imperfect. So you have to go back through and take your edges, all these edges, if I can stay in shot, all these edges have to be glued back down, or down, because they're not glued down, right? So, okay, so on all of your edges, make sure you go in and take the time to do that, because that will give you grief. Okay, I'm going to show you on one, and then I'm going to show you how I close this up. You don't have to do it really great and perfect or anything like that. It just has to be closed. Because like I said, we're not going to open this up to make a pocket. That would be too much and too bulky for this project, because it's going to have a lot of flaps in it. But you do want to get these pinned down on the corner. Okay, then you want to come in here, and especially up here, you want that completely glued down, because it will show when you, even when you mat it. This part here is going to be just at the edge, so you just want to close all that up. Okay, closing it up. This won't really matter, I just do it because I do it, but this won't matter because you're going to put you know, you're going to mat it like this, like this. Oh, when I was putting this one together, oh man, I just grumped at myself. The first time I put this mat on, I put her upside down. If you do something like that, if you're just talented like I am, just don't even worry about trying to take it off. Just put another one over the top of it. It's right side up, of course, but yeah, that happens. It does. It happens to me anyways. So, once again, I just have to tell you my faux pas, you know. Okay, closing the corners. Yep. Doesn't have to be, like I said, not perfection, just closed, so that it's not going to peep up on you, right? Get that out of my way. These up here have to be closed really good. This, like I said, you don't even really have to close that. It's just a thing I do because I'm going around the thing, right? So you want to close that. And there's one other thing I want to show you before, because I've got this one. See that poking up, that won't even matter. That just doesn't even matter at all. Okay, so now let me show you my other little thing I do. Okay, let me find out where I am now. Okay, now this is the front. Okay, now you've got That is the front? Yeah, that's the front. So, why is there an extra one there? Oh, I know why. So, I'm blowing my own mind. I don't know if you guys ever do that or not. Anyway, you've got to close this too. So, you've got to close all your openings that you don't want open, because they won't close without you. It's a thing. It's a thing. Let me get my roly thingy. Okay. Because you want those just not open. You want them closed. Closed, closed, closed. Okay? So you want to go over the edge of that. Like so. And then this one. Like so. Come along. Yep. And every envelope you're going to put in to be a flap, you have to go back and do this little number here and close it up however you want to close it. I've used double stick tape to do this before. Works great. But for, just for this purpose of the video, I'm just, glue works fine too. Okay. So there it is. We've got our first 2 flaps, inside flaps done. And it's getting together. So I have lots of plans for this sister paper pack, right? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, and we're gonna make something really pretty. I've got, like I said, I've got several of them to make because, yeah, it's a thing. I've got friends and sisters to make them for. So that's going to be awesome. I hope you guys are going to come along and do some of this stuff with me. Even if you don't get my paper pack, there's plenty of other things you can make. You can make one of these with just, you can use the paper that you buy at a craft store. Any kind of decorative paper, you can make one of these. Or tea stain paper, whatever you, book pages, whatever you want to do, come along and craft with me, and we'll have fun, because I have fun. It's a prerequisite to all my projects, is I'm gonna have fun. Okay, so lots of planning, lots of stuff going on. This one is going to be really fun to put together. Super cool. Like I said, the signature is going in here, so it'll have 40 pages plus on the signature. I'll be putting that in soon. Also, I put that, ooh, let me do that. Let me show you how I do that. Super simple. We're not too far in. We're okay? Yeah, we're okay. All right, let me do that. I'm like, wait a minute. We didn't finish our base. Now, I'll put the other ones in. I mean, it's just the same thing that I did there. I'll put those in later. So what I'm going to do is put this on here, but yeah. So I want it underneath this time because I'm not really going to have any of it showing except for on the actual spine, So yeah, that's what I'm doing with that. I just want it to, I don't like the glue marks to be there though. I don't want the wet glue look, because that'll make lines on your fabric, right? So yeah, just put this on. Pretty simple, pretty quick and easy. Use the finger tool. It's not a problem, right? Just smudge it down through there and put your fabric over there tautly. Not too tautly, but tautly. And just keep going down there. Because, yeah, I want to get this one ready, and I'll finish putting it together, my flaps and such, and catch it up with the other one. And then I've got all those book pages to work on. I've got I will do some of those on video because they're fun to do, right? Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna make some more stuff. We're gonna make our little booklet, because our little booklet will go in one of the pockets on here, in here. So yeah, we've got lots and lots of fun stuff to do. Lots and lots. I'm not putting it all the way down at one time because this glue dries dang fast, and I don't want to run into a situation of it getting dry and not tacking my fabric down, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing with that. Okay. But most of the fabric's going to be covered up on this. I'm just putting it on there to get a good strength for my spine, because you want something. Now some people, sorry if I shook the camera, some people use Tyvek and different things like that. If you've got it, use it. It's a little pricey, so I don't really do a lot of that. This works for me. Just fabric, you can get really good deals. It really doesn't matter what color it is. It doesn't. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Because by the time I get through, you'll barely see any of it. And it'll be right there if you see any. That spine piece, the bare edge of it. So, yeah, if you see any of it, it may be covered up with lace back there because, you know, I do that. Anyways, so that's the beginnings of this base, and of course I'm gonna trim that down to where it'll be just the right length. It's right up here. It's just a little long, and better a little long than too short. Right? Okay, so hope you guys got something out of this video. I tried to be as clear and concise as I can. If you got any questions, just ask in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer or give you some links to videos that show you exactly what I'm talking about. But this is pretty simple, pretty basic base to make. Super, super simple and fun. That's the way I try to keep it. Okay. All right now. You guys take care. Have some fun. I'll be back to make some more stuff soon. Very soon. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.